Santa has made it to the Americas, South America right now, headed for parts of Brazil, be there within seconds. Here locally, we do have some rain showers on the way, and Old St. Nick will be flying through them. Good evening. I'm meteorologist Erin Ashley in for the chief this evening, and it's been a wonderful day. Pretty quiet up until this point, but over the next couple of hours, we are going to be tracking just a little bit of rain out there. I'm going to put Santa right below me just so you guys can keep an eye on him, and we'll wrap things up by taking a look at where he's at. Of course, he's made his way through Europe already, and now he's in the Americas, just in South America. Here locally, look at the radar image, very quiet right now. And as forecast, it's been quiet all day. Not bad at all for Christmas Eve. But if you're heading up for any of the midnight services, midnight masses, we do have some rain on the way. You don't see it on clouds and radar right now in the tri-state, but look just near Bloomington. We do have some speckles of green out that direction. And while rain showers are on the way as soon as tonight, they're not going to be too impactful, right? Most of us will be asleep. Especially if you're tuning in and you're wanting Santa to stop on by. Hopefully you are asleep by the time the rain showers hit, which will be closer to about 9 to 10 o'clock this evening. Now, high temperatures today, middle to low 50s here in southwestern Ohio, a little bit warmer in northern Kentucky. We got very close to 60 degrees down in Owenton, as well as Falmouth and Vevey out in southeastern Indiana. And temperatures right now with mostly calm conditions, hanging on to some clouds though. It's 50 degrees outside, very mild if you're stepping out the door for any services or just for any family gatherings, parties going on this evening. No heavy coats necessary, but if you're going to be there until about 10, 11 o'clock, maybe even 9 if you're tuning in southwest of Cincinnati, bring the umbrella. We have some rain on the way, of course, but right now not dodging too much in the way of raindrops. Temperatures, we have an array of them, and that's because where we have some clear skies, extra clear skies, it's colder. Middletown at 39 degrees right now, and down towards Owenton still in the mid to low 50s at 53 degrees right now. If you guys are tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from and what plans you have for the holidays, if you have any plans, that is, or maybe just let me know what you are wanting for Christmas this year, because that's fun. If you're traveling, not a big weather story going on here in the Midwest. It's going to be a little foggy just with temperatures coming right back up to the mid to low 60s, not just for us, but for most of us. I mean, look, the orange that you see there in Iowa, very northern Missouri, that's impact to holiday travel because of fog. But where we have the atmospheric river bringing a ton of rain, that's down towards Los Angeles, that's where we have the impact there. So if you are having a connecting flight out at LAX, that's where we have the biggest impact to us. Maybe a little snow up towards parts of Michigan at this point in time, but here locally just some rain on the way. That'll be the weather story moving through the next few hours. I've got a slim rain chance within the next 45 minutes, closer to about 8, but by 10 to 11 most of us, or at least regionally most of us, will have seen a little bit of rain. This keeps temperatures pretty steady right where they're at. So here in Cincinnati, right around 50 degrees. Some of us will be colder, not cold enough for snow, but still in the upper 30s. And then we roll into Christmas Day with some rain showers. Fun graphic, right? Shout out Brad for making this one for all of us. But a high of 60 degrees, your forecast high, and mild spotty showers. This is mainly in the morning, and then some light rain showers for around lunchtime. You'll see it here on your weather timeline, what it looks like. Again, the heaviest rain still doesn't look too heavy. I'm not forecasting thunderstorms. Temperatures are a little cooler in spots, but maybe some downpours here and there. So 9 o'clock, again, not widespread rain. Some of us will have dry time and others will be seeing some rain. So just have that Fox 19 First Alert weather app at the ready and have the umbrella just in case. But as soon as it starts raining, you have about 15, 30 minutes and then it'll stop raining. It's one of those setups, pretty disorganized. Light to moderate showers will continue as Santa makes his way into the tri-state area overnight into Christmas Day. It'll be doing so to a little bit of rain moving through. Again, some downpours here and there, not forecasting much, if any, thunder going on. And then as we hit the mid-morning, this is 9 o'clock, that's when we have still some rain, but it's lightening up. and then it'll start to dry up completely as we work into your afternoon and into your evening. So brunch plans with the family, looking a little bit more wet than dinner time plans with the family. And then we roll into Friday. It's a rinse and repeat. We have some showers moving through overnight into Friday. And the difference with Friday, I'm seeing just a longer opportunity for these scattered showers. But both days, the showers look pretty light and pretty disorganized. It's not until this weekend that we see heaviest rain pushing on through the tri-state, or at least the heaviest rain out of the 10-day forecast. So we'll unpack that here in just a second. Just letting you guys know that tomorrow, I mean, you can't see it because I'm covering it up with Santa down here, but highs are going to be in the 60s for Christmas. Showers early, but very mild. We'll compare it to other years here in just a second, but not on the podium, not on the leaderboard, but pretty close. 60s continue for Friday. We have a little bit more rain in the forecast there, so keep that in mind if you are perhaps taking advantage of the time off, heading out to the shops, the stores to maybe return some gifts, or maybe just redeem some of those gift cards. We've all done it. We all get a little excited. Scattered showers though, bring the umbrella or a lighter jacket. Nothing heavy though, you'll regret it. Highs in the 60s. Saturday, Sunday, highs in the 60s both days. The difference here for Saturday versus Sunday, I'm seeing mostly dry time Saturday. Sunday, showers, storms, it's going to be breezy. We'll unpack the Bengals forecast here in just a second. I don't think you need to return your tickets or try to resell them because the heaviest rain, it's favoring the late afternoon into the evening. So good news for the Bengals. Maybe not so great news if you are traveling, if you're wanting to make the most of the holiday weekend and you're planning on traveling late Sunday, you'll be leaving to some showers and a few rumbles of thunder. And then that's when things start to get a little cold, feel a little bit more like winter time. No questions, no comments coming on in quite yet. We'll keep on rolling, of course. Let's talk about the weather timeline once again. Late tonight, showers coming into the area. Again, pretty light, pretty disorganized, but just enough to say it happened. And then we see some mostly dry time coming into the tri-state for the rest of Christmas. Friday, rain in the morning, a little bit of rain in the afternoon. Saturday, mostly dry. But notice, the later we get into your Saturday and into your Sunday, the rain comes back. Here's 1 o'clock, Bengals game. Yeah, a little bit of rain possible. It's very light, and this model in particular usually keeps things pretty vague. It overestimates the coverage of the rain, so sometimes the light rain can give a little bit of false information. We typically see that back off a little bit. So I'm seeing the heavier rain, though, pulling on through later on this afternoon and evening. And this stuff that you see here, that's the main line of showers and storms that's going to be pulling in the much colder temperatures that you will be seeing as soon as Monday morning. Because look, I mean, I'm going to just barely nudge it forward. Here's 5 to 6 o'clock on Monday. If you're heading back to work after the holiday week, you're going to be doing so. Quick little shot of wintry mix to snow. Depending on the temperatures, you could see, I mean, it's looking like mostly rain, but a quick little shot of snow is all it takes to make things a little bit slick out there on the roads. And we're going to have the temperatures to support it too, because highs Monday are only going to reach the upper 20s. So you can imagine it's going to feel a lot colder with those winds, which again, as soon as Sunday, you're going to notice those winds kicking up. It's going to feel a little bit closer to the middle 60s, but just for fun, let's compare the feels like temperature from Sunday at 4 to Monday at 4. Some of us, single-digit wind chills Monday afternoon. We go from wind chills in the middle 60s to wind chills in the low teens in some spots. So a very potent, strong system coming through the tri-state on Sunday. That's why since the weekend, this last weekend, we've been picking up on it, giving you guys that first alert so that you can be prepared ahead of the storm, which is looking like Sunday afternoon into the evening hours. So your first alert extended forecast, because we have such a big system right in the middle of the 7-day, you got a very different weather story for the first half versus the second half. And the first half looks pretty good. I mean, pretty mild. Not good if you want a white Christmas. That hasn't been in our forecast, and it's still not in our forecast. Morning showers for Christmas, all rain. Temperatures in the upper 40s, followed by a high near 60. Now Friday, again, we're not seeing those lows dropping below freezing for a good chunk of time. So I'm not worried about icy surfaces out on the roads. I'm not worried about slick conditions. But of course, wet roads in and of themselves and rain in and of itself can slow things down on the road, so keep that in mind. But showers likely on Friday, middle 60s, so warmer than Christmas. And then Saturday, Sunday, holding on to those highs in the low 60s, which means any showers that we do see on Sunday could see some thunderstorms with it as well. The Bengals game, that's the timing of the showers and storms favoring the late afternoon into the evening. Keeps things nice and dry for the Bengals. We'll let you know if that changes, but look at the difference between Sunday and Monday. 62 Sunday afternoon, 29 Monday afternoon. It'll feel closer to the low teens with those breezy conditions. Stepping into this time next week, a week from today is New Year's Eve. It's going to be very cold. 37 is more normal than you think for this time of year, but relatively cold to what we're seeing right now. And of course, the mornings and the evenings is going to be colder, dropping into the 20s. But you see the snowy icons. You see a light mix late. It's possible that we see some snow. It's more likely that those north of Cincinnati will see some light snow than the rest of us. The chance for snow is dropping altogether, and that's a good sign. If you have any of those New Year's plans, I'm not too concerned about the snow chances at this point in time, unless you're traveling north of the tri-state. That's where the snow chances are starting to pick up in bullseye a little bit more. Whereas here locally, it's starting to back off on the chance altogether. But still on the erring on the side of caution here, Wednesday, New Year's Eve, and Thursday, New Year's Day, first day of 2026, maybe ringing in the new year with a couple of light flurries here in Cincinnati. No other questions coming on in. It is 7:26. Let's take a look, see where Santa is right now. Looks like, Santa's making it a little bit closer. He's going to be here before we know it, you guys. King Edward Point, South Georgia, and the South Sandwich Islands. He'll be there in less than 3 minutes, so he's on his way north to us here in the tri-state. It's 7:27, so that means we're going to sign off here, but I'll have the latest information, and we will have the latest information on Santa, where he's at, and the rain that comes with him. But for now, signing off here in Queensgate, I'm meteorologist Erin Ashley. Have a Merry Christmas Eve and a safe night.